In this video, I interview Christian Montefre, a trusted licensed immigration advisor here in New Zealand. After watching this video, if you have any questions, feel free to send an email to this email address, whether you're from the Philippines or from other countries. Now let's watch my full interview with Christian Montefre, a trusted licensed immigration advisor from AbroadNZ. Hello everyone, it's me Sarah. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm so excited to introduce to you a very trusted immigration advisor. So we're going to talk about his company and the professional services he offers. So without further ado, let's welcome Christian Montefre. Hi Christian, how are you?
Hi Sarah, how are you? Hi everybody, nice to meet you.
Good, thank you. Thank you so much for giving me your time.
Yeah.
So could you please introduce yourself to our viewers and tell us something about your company AbroadNZ and how long have you been doing the business?
Okay, so my name is Christian Montefre. I am originally from Chile, South America. I have been living in New Zealand for over 30 years now. I am a qualified licensed immigration advisor and also chartered accountant in New Zealand. And I am one of the co-founders and directors of an organization called Abroad Global, and we specialize in travel, adventure, education and migration services. We're based in Auckland, New Zealand.
That's cool. How long have you been doing this business?
The business itself, we've been operating for close to 5 years now.
That's cool.
Out of Auckland, and we've just opened up an office in Santiago, Chile as well. So we've been doing quite well, helping a lot of people.
Okay, so you have a branch in Chile. Is it the main or this one?
Well, Auckland, New Zealand is our main base,
okay.
But we've just opened up a branch in Santiago because we help a lot of South American people that come to New Zealand and Australia. So we've opened up a base there.
That's good. So do you have other branches aside from the one in Chile and this one?
This is the first one where we physically placed an office, and we do have agreements with partners in Australia as well, Brisbane and Sydney.
Okay.
So we've got offices there, but our main brand now is New Zealand, head office, Santiago, a branch or another office, and then we got partners in Australia and other places as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how about, can we talk about the mission and vision of AbroadNZ?
Well, I guess our vision is very simple. It's inspiring people to live traveling and enjoying it one place at a time. So.
Do you love to travel?
Well, we travel quite a bit, and what we see is that a lot of people look for opportunities overseas, and once they arrive at that destination, they like it, and then they want to find out how to stay or find work or study one place at a time. Yeah.
Because I love traveling, but there is like I am hesitant to apply for travel visa and then look for a job. So would you recommend that kind of visa?
Well, it all starts with the intention of the person. It depends on what you want to do initially before you travel to a country like New Zealand. If you want to come here and visit, and your country doesn't have an agreement for a visa waiver, then you do have to apply for a visitor visa to come here for the lawful purpose of visiting friends, family, the country itself.
Yeah, so now let's discuss the services you offer, because for your information guys, like I asked some help from Christian to apply on my behalf for my work visa here in New Zealand, and another visa is for my partner, which is the partner visa, and it went all well, and thank you for your help. And
no worries. Thank you for trusting us.
I do trust you. And you know what guys, like I've known Christian through my co-worker, like she recommended to me Christian, and I had no regrets at all. So could we discuss further about the services you offer, like the travel visa, student visa?
So we've got a team of compliance professionals. So the main thing that we do is solve problems. Okay, so what I mean by that, so basically we're able to represent somebody for every type of visa that is available according to the circumstances of the person, and we bring in specialists that if we need expert help to solve any particular problems that may, for example, employment law, tax law, or anything that's related to any other law that applies to the person, we help them solve the problem. And with Abroad Global, what we do is that we have an education section, we have a migration section, and travel and adventure. In our legal team or compliance team, we specialise in visas for New Zealand and very soon Australia. So any type of visa, any type of compliance that is a migration-based compliance, we can help. The only thing we don't do is to take the minister to court or go to court, because we have lawyers that work with us, but our team, we're all advisors registered with the Licensed Advisors Authority for New Zealand.
So you and your whole team, so you do immigration advice only, like a legal action, it would be for the immigration lawyer, right?
Yeah, so basically what we do, we specialize in helping people meet the compliance requirements and obtain a visa like we did with you.
Yes.
However, when it comes to litigation services, lawyers are the only ones that can do that here in New Zealand. We can actually go through appeals as well. However, we had very little appeals to do, because we've got a very high success rate, because from the very beginning we study the cases and we work together with immigration as well to achieve a positive result. So remember that we do education, advisory, migration and travel. So
so three.
Yeah, 3 lines of services to achieve our vision.
Right. So that's good. So how about the visa application fee? I know it depends, case to case basis, right? The price. But could you give us like idea for the viewers?
Well, I'll tell you what the market dictates in New Zealand, because some lawyers and advisors have different fee structures.
Right.
So what we've done, we've structured our fees so that it meets a certain standard, so that we're not too low but not too high.
Yeah.
So on average, and this information is available on the Licensed Advisors Authority website, as to what some advisors charge. So it could be anywhere between let's say $450 to $6,000 depending on the case. The more complex cases, advisors and lawyers tend to charge more. The ones where you just deal with compliance, like visa renewals or applying for a student visa or a work visa or partnership-based visa, I mean, it could be anywhere between $650 to $1,800 New Zealand dollars.
Right.
Yeah. So that excludes the application fees that you pay immigration New Zealand.
So the visa fee usually it's around $200 to $300.
Well, it's gone up now. So let's say for a partnership visa, like the one you did, now it's $495. Yeah, and for a work visa as a skilled migrant, it could be anywhere between $495 to almost $700.
Oh,
yeah, immigration increased their prices.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's available online as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Like at least we inform the viewers about the visa fee. Like what pieces of advice could you give to them if they want to get assistance from your company? Yeah,
look, what I tell everybody is that we always want to act within the context of the truth of your circumstances.
Right.
So because Immigration New Zealand and Australia, they are in the business of protecting the interests of the country, right?
Yes.
Therefore, they have to be very careful and manage the migration inflows as to who comes into the country, right? And because it's a system where the government of New Zealand protects the integrity of the migration system, what they want to do is make sure that you always come forward with the truth, because then they'll decide, okay, well, you're coming to us with this intention, you're applying for the correct visa, and if all the requirements are met, they will be happy to approve it. And if they have concerns or they just simply don't believe you, they'll let you know. And what we do with people, we get to know them first, so we seek to understand before we tell them anything, because like I said, we focus on solving problems, and migration sometimes it may appear to be easy or a process, but there's very little things that you need to know how to negotiate or communicate with the immigration officers, and that's really what we do. So we focus a lot on managing the risks for each person when it comes to an immigration process.
Right. So what I like with Christian, when I first met him, like he told me the risk. There's no guarantee, like he didn't give me any guarantee, but I trusted him, but I trusted God first. Because
God first.
Yes, God first. It's not his only action, like
Yeah.
I need to take action as well as an applicant.
Yeah.
So it's not only him, like it's a team, like it's a teamwork. So that's what I
Yeah.
like with Christian.
So so that's very true, because we focus on risk management as well as processing or helping clients process the visa. I always tell people, look, this is teamwork, and it becomes a process where the client is involved, the employer is involved,
Yes.
immigration is involved, we're involved. So we work together as a team because we want to be able to achieve that positive result. In New Zealand, that's how we work, because it's actually a more practical way of solving problems when they arise as well. You mitigate the risks, and we go forward with the truth, and Immigration New Zealand really appreciate that as well.
And it's not like an obligation to get an immigration advisor,
No,
right?
not at all. No.
Because other people, they just apply by themselves.
Yeah.
But in my case, like I want a support from somebody that has
Yeah.
a really like the right information, the right education, the right skills, and Christian has it. So I really invested for it, and I didn't regret anything, because now I got my 3 years work visa, and my partner also got his 3 years work visa under partnership visa, so which is really good.
Yeah, look, it's what I tell people. I never force anybody. I mean,
Yeah.
I never force anybody to work with us. I always let them choose, because New Zealand, Australia as well, they have a system where you can actually go forward and present your application. But what we do is just provide the support and also evaluate the risks and represent the client all the way through. So, and people choose. I mean, you
Yeah.
cannot make anybody do what they don't want to do.
That's
And
true.
that's why we provide half an hour consultation for free. It's no cost, just so that people know us, we get to know them, and then they choose freely what they want to do. I mean, I always tell people, you got to do what's best for you, not for me, not for my business. You got to do what's best for you.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. I'm passionate about helping people. That's my passion. And I'm passionate about problem solving. And what we do here at Abroad, we meet a lot of people from various countries, and we give them the opportunity to get to know us, and we get to know them, because eventually we create a relationship
Yes,
that
that's true.
may be just more than one visa, one process.
Yeah.
I'm also a business and chartered accountant, so residents, people that get residents, they become business owners, and they
Yeah.
come to me for tax or business
Oh,
advice.
yes, yeah.
So we want to create relationships with people that really want to work with us. It's very simple.
Yes, that's true. Would you like to add some more? If you want to share
Look, I think that what I'd like to tell your audience
Yeah.
is just to always, when you think about New Zealand or Australia, surround yourself with people that know the law, or know
Yes.
how New Zealand or how these countries work. Try to avoid social media groups, because every case is different. We've
Yes.
seen many mistakes, incorrect advice going through social media groups.
That's true.
And
yeah.
that is, and not to say that you're not doing anything that's, I know you've got your followers, but for the people that don't know much about the legal system or
Yes.
how this country operates, always go to the genuine source of where the information comes. Social media
Right.
groups or YouTubers or people that have had a success don't necessarily know the entire context of how the legal system and how the laws can be interpreted.
Yes.
Okay? So surround yourself with people that know. There are people that provide, there are organizations in New Zealand that do provide free advice. But again, you got to be very careful, because these people are not necessarily well trained or registered. But essentially, you get to choose who you work for. And the other thing is that always have very clear your intention, what you want to do.
Yes.
If you're outside of New Zealand, you need to be very clear with Immigration New Zealand or Australia as well, what your intentions are, and go for the right visa.
Yes.
Always tell the truth.
Yes.
Very important. I always tell people, if we have a problem, we solve it with the truth.
Yes.
Okay? Don't try and do anything that it's the opposite of the truth.
Yes.
Okay? That's very important. And also, make sure that if whatever you do, make sure you think ahead of anything that may happen, even though it may not. That's risk management, because you might get a good immigration officer this time, but next time you might get somebody who's more strict.
Yes.
So it's always good to think about that. And lastly, talk to immigration as well. Immigration New Zealand,
Yes.
Australia as well. They do an amazing job. They've got amazing people working there, and they really want to help people. But also they protect the system. So that's their role, to protect the system, protect what we have here in this country, and and they will help you if you're honest with them.
Yes.
Okay.
These days, like the immigration here in New Zealand, it's becoming more strict, right? So we need to be careful with the visa that you choose, and it should be like aligned with your educational background as well.
Yeah, you gotta do a self-evaluation of yourself, like what you do, what sort of experience you have, what educational background, and also what your intention is.
Yes.
If you're already in New Zealand and you want to get residency, then and you've got a 3-year work visa and you're in your first year, you should start planning now to see how you can achieve your residency visa. If you're a student, you gotta look out for the quality of the course that you're studying, because the study doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be successful in the marketplace when it comes to obtaining work.
Yes.
So you gotta be very smart, or seek for advice when choosing a course to study in New Zealand. And also if you have a problem and you don't know how to solve it, the best thing you can do is talk to the authorities, because sometimes it's not your fault that you have a problem. Somebody else might have done something that causes you to have a problem.
Yes.
So it's very important in that scenario to approach or Immigration New Zealand or pay a lawyer or an advisor to help you understand and then solve a problem.
Right. So with the student visa, will you look for the school for the
So
student?
we've got an education team. So we've got education advisors. We only work with the reputable institutions in New Zealand. So we don't work with tier 2, or we try not to, because we're focused on helping people get a return on their investment.
Right.
So we don't sell a course just for the commission.
Yeah.
We don't sell at all. Our policy here is we don't sell.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sell you anything, because I believe you're smart enough to decide what's best for you.
Yeah.
So when it comes to education, what we do with people is to sort of ask some questions, get to know them, just to see where they are and what they can study here, which may open doors to employment.
Yes.
Right? Because you gain nothing to study a course where you pay thousands of dollars and then you are not able to get a job.
Yes.
I mean, it's economics. It doesn't make sense. So we have an education team to help people make the right choice.
Yeah, that's why I opened it up, because in 2016, guys, like my entry visa was a student visa.
Yeah.
So from student visa, I
So you
studied.
came here as a student.
Yes, I came here as a student.
Yeah.
So for 1 year I studied, and then after that there was like a visa extension for a year, like
the
a
post-study open.
post-study open visa. But no, I think it's not available anymore.
No,
But
the one not available. Sorry, the one not available is the employer assisted, but the post-study open is still
it's
available.
still available.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good. So it's up to you. So if you want to come here as a student as well, so from student there would be a chance that you can have your work visa.
Yeah. So
Right?
and if you're a student, I mean, Sarah, you've been a student, so you
Yes.
can advise a student better than possibly anybody who's never been a student in New Zealand. I've also been a student here. I went to university here, so we're able to tell you from experience what it's like and what you
Yes.
can do and what you should think about at least. Yeah.
So thank you, Christian. So now it's actually I thought Christian only processed like work visa, something like that. So now I found out that he can also process the student visa, the travel visa.
Well, basically, like I said, our focus is problem solving. We're
Yes.
passionate about helping people. So because we got different service lines, one of them it's got like a legal aspect of it,
Yes.
which is migration, and we're capable of helping people depending on the circumstances. And we're quite honest. If we can't do something, we tell you, and we recommend you somebody with the expertise to go ahead and do it.
Right.
It's simple. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's it. So would you like to add more, or?
No, thank you for the
Thank
interview.
you for giving me your time, and thank you for educating our viewers about the.
Yeah, and if you got any
services
questions,
you offer.
if you got questions, contact Sarah,
Yeah.
and then she can contact me, or we can do another video. Or if you want to write questions about if you want a video about a specific topic around a type of visa, we can do that again.
Yeah.
We can give you some tips or things to look out for. And if
I
you
like
wanna,
that.
yeah, and if you wanna come and see me here in Auckland, if you're in New Zealand in Auckland, yeah, we give half an hour consultation or a meet up first. And if you wanna, if you're offshore, we can also do Skype if you want. But basically, yeah, if you've got questions or if you want another video, just let us know. We can do another one more specific.
Yeah. So thank you again, Christian,
No
and
worries.
thank you so much, guys. So yeah, so I hope this video helps you, and it could be your chance, you know, to come here to New Zealand by watching this video. So
Yeah, you never know. So
Yeah.
all the best. Thank you.
yeah, and pray to God and ask for His guidance, and I know that He will give the desire of your heart.
Yeah.
So that's it. Thank you, guys. See you
Cheers.
next time.
Bye.
Bye.